I keep talking about this one quite a bit and you have a lot of questions. So today, let's delve into a taboo subject. It's an important one for those of you thinking about having weight loss surgery and especially for those of you who have already had it. Let's get into the dangers of binge eating and its consequences after weight loss surgery. Snuggle up, grab your favorite warm bevy, and let's get talking about something nobody really wants to talk about. If you are interested in even more weight loss surgery content, the magic of Disney, mamahoods, holidays, fashion sometimes, this might be the channel for you. We have an absolutely wonderful, supportive bariatric community in the comments section, so I hope you'll consider joining a part of our growing and wonderful BariTale community. We know that bariatric surgery is the transformative experience that leads to an overhaul of health. Usually we're talking about the physical body, but I want to incorporate the mental health component of this as well. Amidst the excitement of weight loss that comes post-op, right? Because we can't deny it is exciting when the scale starts doing what we've been asking it to do for years, and that is to trend downward. We have to be aware of binge eating disorder, which kind of lurks in the background of all of this joy and success post-op. Before we get into it, we need to talk about what is binge eating disorder. What does this entail? I want to be clear that binge eating disorder is not just the occasional, I overate, my stomach hurts, I feel bad. It's much more serious than that. It's a serious mental health condition. Typically, this is characterized by consuming large portions of food in a short time frame, but it has to be routine, repeated, a habit, if you will. This is also always accompanied by that feeling of a loss of control. That's how doctors would describe the spiral. For me, I was not formally diagnosed with binge eating disorder until after surgery. I used to and still do describe my spirals as the blackout experience. My binge eating disorder was a pattern. So it happened every day, typically Monday through Friday during the work week, because I was alone after I would leave my job, and it included fast food or a rating of whatever we had at home, and I would go into a phase where I would not even be aware of what I was putting in my mouth or the bags I was opening, and then I would be embarrassed and full of shame afterwards, and I would try to hide all of the crime scene that I had just created. I was a master at hiding what I had eaten. The alarming truth here is that those of us who have had or are thinking of having weight loss surgery think we may be immune to binge eating disorder because our tummies can't handle it post-op. This isn't true. Even if you are not binge eating when you want to, those emotions, the feelings, the psychological aspect of binge eating doesn't go away. And the harder part, and this is something I mentioned last week, is the satiation. That hormone is not kicking in to say, well, you can't binge eat, so you don't want to. That does not work. That's not how it goes. Physically, your surgery limits and restricts the size of your stomach, therefore what you can actually put in your body, making it almost impossible to binge eat without serious consequences like throwing up, dumping syndrome, etc. Over time though, if you are to routinely binge eat or overeat post-op, your stomach will stretch out, therefore allowing you to put more in it, which will ultimately lead to you gaining more weight. The psychological factors that cause you to binge eat or have binge eating disorder are largely untouched by surgery. Emotional triggers, stress, past trauma, these all are the things that lead to binge eating, and these are not addressed simply because you have rerouted your tummy or have had part of your tummy removed. Surgery deals with the physical organ, but not the mental health. My cues and triggers that led me to binge eat didn't go away simply because I had VSG. My drive home past McDonald's, my stressful work day, being overwhelmed and busy, those didn't disappear because of weight loss surgery. I know you resonate with this because I've been reading your comments. My binge eating frustrations increased after surgery because I knew I couldn't binge eat, but I didn't have the appropriate coping mechanism in place to replace the binge. The theme of the past few weeks is that whatever resources I lacked pre-op, I am trying to create for you, which is why I created an entire digital course based on what you need to know in order to be successful for your mindset post-op. It's called Mindset Mastery. The whole purpose is to give you the tools that you need in order to have a transformation in your mindset before you have surgery, ideally, or if you're already post-op, that you can get to that transformation way faster than I did and experience more success. I want you to be able to overcome your mindset blocks, like that inner mean girl voice, your limiting beliefs, your binge eating. And the goal is for you to be successful post-op forever. And these are the tools that will get you there. So this is the big one. This is the course that I have been head down working on for months. It has taken me quite literally years to be able to prepare this training for you. So if you are at all interested and you didn't get to catch my masterclass last week that kind of described what this course is going to be about, I will leave the page, the sales page that I created all by myself, I'm very proud of it, in the description box below so that you can check it out yourself. All the information will be down there. It's enrolling now, but doors will be closing soon. So if you're not on my email list, I recommend that you ask me whatever questions that you need to. I will be live on social media multiple times during the launch of this course, but I want to make sure your questions get answered so that way you can make sure if this is the tool that's going to be right for you and your future success. I think this is some of my best work yet. I'm really proud of it. It comes from my own lived experience, but also from what my clients have needed over the past several years. So I hope you'll join me inside Mindset Mastery. I'm really looking forward to the first launch and teaching. I'm excited and I hope you will join us. So what are the consequences of succumbing to binge eating after bariatric surgery? I think the obvious one that we know is that it's going to sabotage your weight loss progress. If you are consistently stretching your stomach out, that means you are, one, giving yourself the capacity to binge eat yet again. And remember why you had this tool, go back to your why, which is from my video last week. But also, this is adding on to former health complications and definitely detrimental to your mindset, your mental health. Undoing work and progress that you've made is going to exacerbate your sense of failure, your guilt, your shame, your embarrassment. All of those feelings that you felt before surgery come back compounded. Fret not though, there is hope. First, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are absolutely not alone if you're feeling like I still need to binge eat, and then you're mad, angry, frustrated that you can't because of those lack of coping mechanisms. But also, if you have started to stretch your stomach out, you can still do a little bit of reversal on this depending on how far along you've been doing this for. I would obviously recommend finding some support here, whether that is through your clinic or your surgery site, your surgeon. Do they have support groups that you can go back to and ask questions about how do I reverse this process? I have seen it done without surgical intervention, so there's the possibility of that. Do you need an eating disorder support group? Because binge eating disorder is an eating disorder. It's dysregulated eating. That's a real thing. Do you need a therapist or a bariatric surgery coach? What do you need? And I'm going to ask you honestly, could a mindset course be the thing to get you back on track if it came with support? It's absolutely essential that you address the underlying emotional, psychological reasons why you're binge eating, not just in the moment of doing it. Once you can do that, you are going to open up the floodgates to be able to achieve lifelong success with weight loss surgery as a tool. Acknowledge if this describes you, okay? I'm asking you to do that as someone who is recovering from binge eating disorder. And I don't know if I'll ever be fully healed from that, but throughout my journey, acknowledging that this was a real eating disorder, not one I made up, but one that is diagnosable, so then I could find support in how to overcome it physically, but also emotionally and psychologically. That has given me so much freedom post-op. I'm stronger now on the other side of this. I am more capable and confident in knowing that I'm going to be successful with weight loss surgery forever. That this tool was exactly what I needed to literally reset my whole life. Your well-being is worth fighting for. Are you willing to put in the work, is the question. I hope that this video has been informative and helpful for you. And yes, I am calling us out a little bit here, but in a way that I'm doing so with love, because I wish I had someone to say to me, hey, Chelsea, binge eating disorder is real. It's not made up. It's not a fake eating disorder. It's a real thing, and we can get you help way earlier than until after I had surgery, because it was months after I had surgery where these harder days started to happen, and I thought I had conquered binge eating, but really it was just that my hormones were suppressed for a while. So if this is a pattern for you pre-op, that doesn't mean it's going away post-op, and it's something that you can address now. If you are interested in mindset mastery, the information is in the description box below. I hope you'll check it out. Again, if you have questions, please let me know. You can leave them in the comments, email me, DM me. I will answer absolutely everything I see pop up, so that way I can figure out if mindset mastery is going to be a good fit for you, and so can you. You so much, and I'm wishing you a year of happiness and health and new awareness to make you the person that you have been working on becoming, and I'm so proud of you. I hope you know that too. My sweet friends, I will see you next week. Bye.